the south, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Come on. Hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Eluding the pressure right. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the move to his left. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Stroud sets up the play action. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. Gets past one man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Pass 60.
Second and 7 at the 23-yard
19
line.
Tigers, 19 Lions. 65.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Lions. Go.
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, hardball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. These two teams all tied after one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Falcons 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ready.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Ready.
Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Breaks it. And a loose football. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Flush to his right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he can make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
He'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these 2 clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Come on, come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Returning it is Moore. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, check. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
At the 43-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 17.
2nd and 2.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. That's into the hands finds a Pitts, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 1.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
Algier now up the middle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Algier will try to pick it up. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall.
First and 10, it's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
19, 60 average.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and 5. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Come on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. Touchdown! Takedown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
31, Falcons 7. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all the
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Troy Anderson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's more on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of... And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Stroud on 3rd down now. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, start.
Delson in motion.
Ready.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a throw that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's got room. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They want to show some patience in order to help him along.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, Dell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now Stroud. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
19 tight, 19 tight, set, triple, set, let's go.
Stroud.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll be taken down here. And